Welcome back to Inspired Talks. Tonight, I want to share a story that feels like mine, and maybe it feels like yours too. The Breath We Forget, a story about chasing dreams, losing health, and rediscovering life before it's too late. Ariv was 32 when he built his dream company, a healthcare startup that helped others track their fitness. Ironically, he hadn't slept properly in months. His desk was filled with energy drink cans, painkillers, and half-eaten protein bars. He told everyone, "I'll rest once we hit our target." He said it so often, it became his truth. He missed breakfasts with his parents, late-night talks with friends, even sunlight. Every breath he took was borrowed from his next deadline. On paper, Ariv was winning. In reality, he was slowly falling apart. One night, as he sat in his office, the room began to spin. His vision blurred, his chest tightened. He tried to grab his phone, but his hands wouldn't move. The last thing he saw before collapsing was the clock, 3:17 a.m., the time he always believed was perfect for focus. He woke up hours later in a hospital bed, for tubes running through his arms. The doctor looked at him and said, "Your body gave up before you did. You were lucky this time." Ariv smiled weakly. "Just stress, right?" The doctor's voice turned cold. "No, Mr. Ariv, it's not just stress. It's neglect, years of it." He was discharged after 3 days but told to rest for at least 3 months. 3 months. For someone like Ariv, that felt like a punishment. At home, his mother brought him soup, but he barely tasted it. His father said, "Your body isn't a machine, Beta. It's your first home." But Ariv brushed it off, scrolling through emails instead. Then one night, he saw himself in the mirror. Pale skin, dark circles, trembling hands. He didn't look successful. He looked sick. And that night, for the first time, he whispered to himself, "What's the point of building an empire if I'm too broken to stand in it?" Just as he started trying to heal, life tested him again. His mother fainted while cooking breakfast. They rushed her to the hospital. Diagnosis: Stage 2 hypertension with early signs of cardiac stress. Ariv froze. The same hospital, the same doctor, the same words he'd ignored now said to him about the woman who raised him. When she woke up, she smiled faintly and said, "Guess it runs in the family, huh?" He wanted to cry but didn't. He just held her hand and realized how fragile time truly was. For the first time, Ariv shut his laptop. He postponed meetings, delegated projects, and stayed home, not out of choice but out of fear. Days passed slowly. He cooked for his mom, went on evening walks with his dad, and even learned to breathe again, something he hadn't done consciously in years. He realized how much of life happens in silence. The sound of tea boiling, birds outside the window, his mother's laughter when he burned the rotis. Those little things were the parts of life he once called distractions. Now they were his healing. One day, Ariv visited a local government hospital as part of his company's new outreach program. He saw people, hundreds of them, waiting hours just to get basic treatment. A little girl was sitting beside her father, who coughed continuously. Ariv gave her a bottle of water, and she smiled. That smile hit him harder than any business award ever had. That night, he told his team, "We're not just a health startup anymore. We're going to make real healthcare reach everyone, not just those who can afford it." And thus, Project Breath was born, a nonprofit arm of his company providing free medical checkups and digital health education to rural areas. As Ariv worked on Project Breath, he felt something change inside him. He still worked hard, but now he rested. He still dreamed big, but not at the cost of his peace. His mother started recovering too. Every morning, they'd go for a walk together. She'd say, "See, Beta, when we walk, we're not just moving our legs. We're moving time in our favor." He'd smile and say, "You're the real doctor here." Months later, Ariv was invited to give a TED-style talk titled, "The Breath We Forget." He stood on stage, heart steady, voice calm, and said, "We live like we're racing time, but time is not our enemy. It's our mirror. When we lose health, it shows us what we ignored. When we lose people, it reminds us what we truly need. Health is not just a personal choice. It's a promise to everyone who loves us." The Many had tears in their eyes. After the event, Arif didn't rush home. He stopped by a park, sat under a tree, and just breathed. He looked around. Families laughing, children running, couples sitting quietly. For once, he didn't check his phone. He didn't think about what was next. He just existed fully, peacefully. He realized that living is not about moving forward. It's about being present, in this breath, this heartbeat, this moment. Years later, Project Breath became one of the most impactful health initiatives in India. Free mobile clinics traveled to villages, spreading awareness about preventive care. Arif's story became a case study for entrepreneurs, not about success, but about balance. He continued to run his company but took weekends off. He made it a rule that no employee could work past 7 p.m. He introduced health checkups, mental health leaves, and yoga sessions at work. He turned his pain into purpose. One evening, sitting beside his mother, Arif said, "You know, I used to think life was about building something big." She smiled and replied, "It is, but the biggest thing you can build is peace inside yourself." He looked at her, then at the sky, and whispered to himself, "Maybe real success isn't how high you climb, it's how healthy you stay while doing it." Years later, Arif's company continued to grow, but so did he as a person, as a son, as a soul who finally understood balance. He often visited hospitals, not as a patient, but as a silent helper. He'd sit beside worried families, offering comfort. He never told them who he was. He didn't need to, because the greatest act of care isn't giving money. It's giving time. Health is not a luxury. It's your foundation, your freedom, your first home. Don't wait for your body to scream what your heart already knows, that nothing is worth more than peace, love, and breath. Every story has a lesson, but only a few listeners carry it forward. If this one inspired you even a little, hit like. And if you believe in becoming your best version, subscribe. That's where all our stories begin. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Love you.